First, you want to start with your paper vertical, which means up and down. We're going to start with a diagonal line. I like to use my finger to trace a path first, so I know exactly where I plan to draw. Remember, draw light until you get it right, since you will be starting with pencil. So from one corner to the opposite, top to bottom, one diagonal line. Next, we're making a curved line. See how I trace my finger first? This curved line stretches all the way out and comes almost down to the bottom. You want to leave a little bit of space at the bottom for the stem of the leaf. Same thing on the opposite side, tracing with my finger, making a curved line that starts at the top and curves all the way down, and I try to connect it to the previous curve line. But if it doesn't connect perfectly, that's okay. You use pencil. You can adjust it as needed. From here, we're going to be making 3 dots. So I'm using my hand to space. So from the top of my fingers to the bottom of my palm, I'm going to make a dot in that big gap, leaving a big gap at the top of my leaf. Now I'm going to turn my hand sideways. So from the side of my palm, I'm using that as a measurement for the next 2 dots. From here, we're going to play a little connect the dots. So I'm going to take a line, diagonal line that goes up like a letter V, and it's going to go from the dot all the way up to that curved line on the right. And then I'm going to do the same thing from the left, from that same dot. So I'm going to repeat that again, making another diagonal line up and another diagonal line up. And then lastly, on that third dot, this will give us 4 sections on each side of our leaf. Once you have everything drawn out in pencil, then you should see it takes up a lot of space, not a lot of background. Then we'll flip the paper over, write our name and room number on the back. From here, we're going to be using a bingo dauber. Bingo dauber has this India ink inside. You want to hold it very gently. You don't want to push down too hard, and you definitely do not want to squeeze. We don't want to make a puddle. We're just gliding very gently right across our pencil lines. So I'm going on the outside of my leaf, down that middle diagonal line, and then I'm going over every pencil line. Remember, if you have lines that you erased, don't go over those lines. You might still be able to see them lightly if you did not erase them well or if you drew too dark to start. So make sure to cap your bingo dauber when you're finished, and then you can put it at the end of the table. Be very careful with your paper as you might have some ink puddles.